Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is my reaction video to my Matchday 5 predictions, which I made last week on Friday. Same scoring system as before. I know it's been a while because obviously international break, but let's hope we can make an improvement after the international break as well, because before, the past couple game weeks, we've been looking pretty poor with our predictions. So yeah, let's just get straight into it. So we start off the game week with Wolves 1, Liverpool 3, back to 12:30 kickoffs, no more Friday night football, which is good because I prefer the normal style, starting off with Saturday and having a Monday night football as well. But it was 3-1 Liverpool, and I said 2-0 Liverpool. So unfortunately, I only pick up 2 points here. And before the match, I didn't really give Wolves a chance in my prediction. I think I kind of completely forgot that Van Dijk and Trent were unavailable for this match. And arguably, Wolves deserved to win. There was a big chance missed by Matheus Cunha when Pedro Neto, by the way, Pedro Neto tore apart Joe Gomez that entire game. He's some player, he's going to carry them this season. But pretty sure he nutmegged Joe Gomez and then whipped in a perfect ball into Matheus Cunha, and all he had to do was tap it in with his head, and he fluffed it completely, and that would have put them 2-0 up before half time. And ultimately, I think if that second goal went in, I reckon Wolves would have won the game. But they didn't take their chances, which is literally, it's the story of Wolves right now. They literally can't take their chances. If they start taking more chances, they'll win their matches. But Liverpool made some changes at half-time. Luis Diaz and Nunez completely changed the game, which was good to see. I like Luis Diaz and I like Nunez, although I'm a Man United fan. I do like those players. And they changed the game and they came away with the 3 points. Salah got 2 assists. He kind of set up the third as well. But yeah, I guess maybe my prediction would have changed if I thought Trent and Van Dijk were unavailable before, because I'm an idiot, and then maybe I would have got more points. But no, I only come away with 2 because I get the correct Liverpool result, but that doesn't matter, that's all good. Then we move on to the next one. Aston Villa 3, Crystal Palace 1. Again, I predicted a 2-0 Villa win. I've read for a 2-0 instead of the 3-1. We'll only earn 2 points again for this. I did kind of have the match right though. I knew Villa would improve. It was really close though. I'm pretty sure the winner was, there was a 90 plus 8th minute goal and a 90 plus 11th minute goal. There's like a huge chunk of added time every single match nowadays, because obviously they're counting more of it like the World Cup was, so there's not more time out of play and stuff like that. I thought Villa would be better after their international break, time to refresh, and yeah, they were exactly that. They looked good and they pick up another 3 points, and they're going to definitely be pushing for that Champions League spaces and hope maybe Europa League spaces as well. We'll see. But yeah, 2 points, correct winner, Aston Villa. Then we go into Fulham 1, Luton 0, and I said 1-0 Fulham. I finally got one right. I literally had it perfect. I knew Fulham and Luton would struggle to create chances, struggle to score chances. Luton don't have a great style of football. It didn't really create anything the entire match. Little to no chances whatsoever. And then Fulham, not really a clinical striker. Carlos Vinicius, I think, came off the bench to score their winner. I think this is the second time I've got a match result completely right. But yeah, that really pumps up my points tally this week. We get 4 points for that because it's a perfect result. I can't remember which was the other result I did get 100% right. It was like maybe second game week or first game week. But yeah, very, very happy to get 4 points for this result. And I just had a feeling, I knew I was going to get this one right. Fulham can't score goals. Luton can't score goals. What do? You pick the team that have actually won this season, and I went for a 1-0 Fulham win, and I got it right. So yeah, 4 points for that, as is a perfect result. Then moving on to Manchester United 1, Brighton 3. As I said, 1-1. I don't really know what to say. I get 1 point for the correct Man United goal. We were terrible again. Brighton by far the better team. I have so much respect for Brighton, so I'm not going to be salty about it and get annoyed over it. I have so much respect for Brighton, but Man United were terrible. We've got to play Bayern Munich tomorrow night, which is going to be very, very difficult. It's going to be a very difficult next few weeks with all these injuries. Don't really know how we're getting so many injuries this early on in the season. Question marks do need to be raised towards the medical staff and the fitness coaches. But I did say if there was going to be a winner, Brighton would win it. I said 1-1 or a 2-1 Brighton win, but I mean, I guess I was a bit biased and didn't want to predict us to lose. I don't really ever want to predict us to lose, but I'm going to have to start doing it more now than ever, aren't I? So it's just such a shame. We were so good last season, and now it looks like back where we started. There's like so many different things going on. The Sancho situation, Anthony situation. We've had to deal with the Greenwood situation again. There's just so many different things that Ten Hag doesn't want to deal with. He just wants to get on with it and just start winning some football matches. But there's always drama going on at Man United. Let's just say that. And it's looking like it's going to be a very painful season again. Hopefully not a repeat of the 21-22 season. But yeah, I get 1 point for this match because I got the correct amount of Man United goals. That goal scored by Hannibal Magebury. And yeah. Then we move on to Spurs 2, Sheffield United 1. I said 3-1 Spurs, nearly got this 100% correct, but let's be real, it wasn't as convincing as you would have thought. It was a crazy match. Richarlison made it 1-1 in the 90+8, it's the same as Villa as well, and then Kulusevski scored a winner in 90+11th minute. So I'll 100% take 3 points here because it was looking like Sheffield United were going to pick up a win, a very big win for them, but no. The amount of added time though, I don't really know whether I'm a fan of it or not, to be honest. Because I feel like footballers do play enough matches. Obviously we had the World Cup in between the season last year. There's all these European games, and there's sometimes friendlies. There's a Nations League now there's all these different fixtures that footballers have to play. And although they do earn a lot of money, footballers, of course they do, but I feel like physically is the most important part. We don't want to see these players getting bad injuries. These players need to stay fit, otherwise you'll have problems like Man United do, like Chelsea do. I know we're probably dealing it with worse than other clubs because obviously something's not going right with the staff right now. But more added time, I don't really know whether it's good or not because I feel like it's going to tire more players out, and it's going to benefit those with the bigger squads. Like eventually Man City, Chelsea, those teams with the bigger squads, the higher quality squads, are going to be 10 times better towards the end of the season compared to any other team because everyone else is too tired, they've got too many injuries and stuff like that. It's a very interesting debate, but I'm not going to get too much into it. I'm not going to be controversial, so just well done to Spurs really. Unbeaten so far, one of 4 teams still unbeaten. They're going to be a real force this year. It's good to see. I love Postecoglou as well. He's such a real manager, if you know what I mean. Especially in press conferences. I like listening to him talk. I've said this so many times about Spurs, but it's a breath of fresh air. He's the correct manager. I'm very happy to see him doing well because I think he's a real quality guy as well as a real quality football manager. So I get 3 points as the correct winner and the Sheffield United goal. Then we go into West Ham 1, Manchester City 3. I said 2-2. I probably should have predicted City to win. I don't know why I didn't. I did think it would be really close. It was pretty close. West Ham did go in 1-0 up at half time. But City just came out second half, completely different team. Doku scored literally, I think, like 30 seconds into the second half. Debut goal for him as well. Nice to see. Everyone knows him from like FIFA, Football Manager and stuff like that. It's nice to see him finally doing well for a big club and stuff like that. Haaland popped up with his weekly goal. Yeah, it's a pretty good win for Man City that, because obviously West Ham were also unbeaten going into this game. And now Man City have made it 5 out of 5. And as I say every week, generally don't know who will beat them. I think Liverpool away is going to be their hardest game of the season because Liverpool are looking a real force as well. That's going to be the biggest game of the season. Liverpool at home to City. I reckon that will decide who's going to come out on top realistically. But yeah, 0 points. I was close to going 2-1 to City, but I didn't, and that's my fault. So we get 0 points for that. Then we go into Newcastle versus Brentford. I said 2-1. It finished 1-0 Newcastle. I knew it would be close. I knew there would be 1 goal in it, but I just thought both teams would score, but Brentford didn't. Like I said in my prediction video, Newcastle really needed to win this match, and it's a massive result for them. It's a really big result, especially for them and especially for Eddie Howe as well, because 3 losses on the bounce. Although they had a pretty brutal opening set of fixtures. A win against a good team, Brentford as well. I'll take the 2 points. It's annoying that so close to 3 or 4 points, but I'll take the 2 points here, and it's a great win for Newcastle. Then moving on to Bournemouth 0, Chelsea 0. I said 1-0 Chelsea. I knew this would be extremely close. Chelsea was so close to winning with that Sterling free kick which hit like the bar, the post, and then bounced in the line. I think it's because he's in my fantasy, so he's cursed now. Whoever I have in my fantasy, by the way, literally is cursed every single week. I think I'm going to have to stop backing Chelsea now though. They're just too unpredictable. So I think draws every single match might be the bold move to make. Whenever I think they win, they won't. Whenever I think they'll lose or draw, they actually win. Yeah, they're not in a good place right now. They're in relegation form. It's really bad. Chelsea and Man United both terrible right now. But I do get 1 point for the correct amount of Bournemouth goals, albeit 0 goals. Then we move into Everton 0, Arsenal 1. I said 2-0 Arsenal. Very happy to get 3 points here. Very close game. Could have been 2-0 because that controversial disallowed goal, Martinelli goal. It's a good win for Arsenal considering they actually haven't won at Goodison Park in the previous 5 attempts. Even last year they lost when it was Sean Dyche's first match in charge. But yeah, Arsenal continue their unbeaten streak. They're one of the 4 teams that are unbeaten so far alongside Liverpool, Spurs and City. 4 teams right now currently shaping a potential title race, and considering how Arsenal did last year, they'll definitely be challenging again. So yeah, 3 points for the Arsenal win and the correct amount of Everton goals. We take that. Then into the final match of this match day, Forest 1, Burnley 1. I said 2-1 Forest. Sorry, really close match. Either team could have nicked it. Very evenly matched. Great match to watch as a neutral as well. Burnley did actually go 2-1 up. Sander Berge, it was disallowed for a handball from him. It was Lyle Foster, I think, who scored the goal. But Sander Berge is like hit around here, so it was given as handball. But yeah, I think this match really showed what Burnley are capable of. Like, they've been pretty unlucky so far with the opening few fixtures, like City, Spurs. Who else have they had to play? It doesn't really matter. They've had a pretty shocking start because it's been difficult. They've had difficult matches. Oh, they had Villa. They've had difficult teams to play against. Let's just leave it as that. So they'll be very happy to get a point under their belts. Forest were good as well. I think I was happy to see Hudson-Odoi scoring. It was a beautiful goal as well. Hit the post and went in. Nearly top corner. Great goal. Nice to see him getting back because it was let go by Chelsea, and it was sad to see him go. And hopefully he can get back to his best and fulfill his potential. But yeah, both teams I think will stay up. And I get 1 point for this. Unfortunately, only 1 for the correct amount of Burnley goals. But this week I got 19 points altogether, which is a much needed improvement. It was a great it's a great week for me. 19 points, kind of like bang on in the middle again. It's not my best week. 20 points will still be my best week, but yeah, very happy with my predictions so far this week. We got another 100% correct as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you tune into my next few videos. We've got my Manchester United v Bayern Munich preview tomorrow. Going to be an interesting one, that. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys, and have a lovely day.